Copenhagen is everywhere right now. On Instagram, on travel blogs, on lists of the most stylish cities in Europe. And honestly, we were curious. It's the capital of our neighboring country, and still, somehow, we had never been. So this video isn't about discovering some hidden, untouched secret, it's about asking a simple question. Does Copenhagen live up to the hype? Especially in December, especially with the Santa Lucia Kayak parade? Especially as a family of 5? And the answer is more layered. You are new here? Welcome! We are Our Travel Journal, a family of 5 who loves exploring the world together. Not in a perfect postcard-only way, but in a way that includes tired kids, changing plans, quiet moments, and very honest impressions. After sharing our Gothia Cup experience with you, we decided to stay in Scandinavia just a little longer. Copenhagen is less than 5 hours by car from our home near Hamburg. And funnily enough, we got a new car a few months ago and hardly ever use it. So we thought, why not an advent weekend in Copenhagen? Why not try to find out what the Santa Lucia parade hype is all about? I mean, there are other bucket list events on our wish list, but Copenhagen is actually right around the corner. And it was also the first time we brought one of Laila's best friends along, which possibly could have changed the dynamic. But did it? Arriving in Copenhagen felt familiar. Not in a disappointing way, but in a grounding one. There are beautifully designed areas, very clean lines, thoughtful architecture. And yes, so many cute cafes, glowing warmly from the inside with that unmistakable Hygge feeling. But at the same time, it's also just a city, a real one. Some areas felt a bit run down, others felt alternative, raw, even messy. And honestly, that reminded us of Hamburg. Not everything fits the stereotype of perfect Scandinavian style. And maybe that's exactly why it feels authentic. If you've been to Copenhagen before, did it feel exactly like you imagined or different? What we really enjoyed was how Christmas didn't feel forced. The more northern you go, the darker it gets, they say. So we were delighted to see lights almost everywhere we went. But not aggressively festive, more like subtle reminders that winter can be cozy, not just cold. Walking through the city like this, especially in the evenings, made us slow down. No rushing from side to side, just walking, watching, being present, having fun. Saturday morning, we slept in. Did I already mention that we stayed at Steel House Copenhagen? Here, everything felt modern, clean, beautifully designed. Having a kitchen was a huge advantage, especially when traveling with kids in a city that can get expensive quickly. Anyways, after breakfast, the kids wanted to jump into the pool. And I was eager to climb the stairs of Forfriesers Kirk. I had acquired a ticket online and was on my way to the church, while Alpi was watching the kids play in the water. And just when I started to see the tower, I got an email telling me that the church will be closed due to risk of rain and wind. What a bummer. So instead, I walked around the neighborhood and discovered Freetown Christiania. Trust me when I say, it feels different from the rest of Copenhagen. Less polished, more experimental. But when I saw the art by Thomas Dambo, something clicked immediately. It reminded me of Australia. Yes, I knew that I was standing in Denmark, but I got reminded of the world travels with a family and our time in Mandurah, Western Australia, where we once hiked in search of the giants. Sculptures that showed were not just an attraction in itself, but were a wonderful connection between art and nature. Places on opposite sides of the world, connected by imagination, creativity, and playfulness. Sometimes it's not about discovering something new, but about connecting memories. Well, later, after I reconnected with the family, we went for some city views together. Our first stop was the Rundetårn, one of the quieter highlights of the city, a 17th century tower built as an astronomical observatory right in the heart of Copenhagen. Instead of stairs, you walk up a long spiral ramp, slowly circling your way toward the top. No rushing, no shortcuts. Or maybe a little bit of rushing. Until you reach the light. And on top, there is a viewing platform, perfect for watching the sunset over Copenhagen. When you travel, do you prefer these quiet, reflective moments or the big, famous highlights everyone talks about? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. The Santa Lucia Kayak Parade was actually the main reason we chose this weekend. I had imagined something very specific. A romantic atmosphere, soft singing, lights reflected in the water, and I still believe that atmosphere can exist. But this year, the crowd was overwhelming. There were so many people that we could hardly see the kayaks and barely hear the choir. People were loudly talking during the singing. Cars were honking because streets were completely blocked. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I had imagined. And that's something travel teaches us again and again. Expectations don't always match reality. And that doesn't automatically make the experience less valuable. It just makes it different. Because we already speak about expectations, here comes another one. Everyone had told us to try Æbleskiver, the famous Danish pancake balls. And we did on the Christmas market. And they were okay. Not bad, but also not something we would travel for again.
Lass es euch schmecken!
Man kann noch so manche einfach eindippen, oder?
Ich glaube, ja.
Und dann daran noch.
Lass es dir schmecken.
Ich hab jetzt nicht alleine
What we actually enjoyed more was the fish and chips we had before. Not just because of the food, but because of who we met there. Completely unexpectedly, we ran into an old roommate and friend, someone who lived in the same dorm where Alpa and I met back in 2007 or 8 during our studies. Those coincidences, they add something no guidebook ever could. After another stroll through the shopping streets of Copenhagen, we went back to the hotel. Ahmed and Malik still weren't tired, so we played some dart. The next day, we explored more of the city. Walking through Copenhagen, it's easy to forget how much history is still quietly woven into everyday life here. And it made us pause for a moment and wonder, when you think of Denmark, do you actually picture a royal family? Because we didn't, until we stood right here. Because this isn't just a ceremonial tradition for tourists. The guards we watched at Amalienborg Palace are still actively protecting the royal residence. A reminder that in Denmark, history isn't locked away in museums. It's lived, and we were quite impressed. But the changing of the guards was also very crowded. And we wonder, is it always like this? Or did everybody just have the same idea we had? Enjoy an Advent weekend in Copenhagen that is so hyped and pass by some sights on the way? This experience was cold and very festive, and especially the boys loved it. Afterwards, we had to make one more stop, because Copenhagen also holds fairy tale stories from your childhood.
Die kleine Meerjungfrau wurde geschrieben von Hans Christian Andersen. Das ist der bekannteste Däne.
Have you heard of Hans Christian Andersen, Denmark's most famous writer? Do you know the fairy tale of the Little Mermaid? I loved that story when I was little, even though her story isn't really about happy endings. It's about longing, sacrifice, and the quiet strength it takes to choose your own path. And here it is, the little statue by the water. It's smaller than many people expect, but still iconic. Yes, stories stay with us as we grow up. But from fairy tales we listen to friendships we choose, this trip was special for another reason. We weren't just traveling as a family of 5. We brought one of Laila's best friends along. And watching that dynamic unfold was its own little story. Finally, does Copenhagen live up to the hype? Well, Copenhagen met us where we were. It welcomed us with light in the darkness, with moments of calm, with laughter, with crowds, and with small surprises we didn't plan for. And when we look back, it's not one single highlight that stays with us. It's the feeling of being together, discovering something new, and sharing it as a family. That's what this weekend gave us. And that's why we know this won't be our last time in Scandinavia. If you enjoyed this winter travel story and want to see behind-the-scenes moments, planning thoughts, and get early access to upcoming videos, you can join our OTJ membership. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching. If you've been to Copenhagen, we'd love to hear your experience. Or what other area in Scandinavia should we visit next? Let us know in the comments. Our next video will be about a grand goodbye, not just to another year of diverse family travel experiences, but a very personal look into my past. Until then, stay healthy, happy, and enjoy the holidays!